Do you enjoy a good success story? Here's how a valet became the director of event operations at one of the largest resorts in the world. And it all started with a college student taking a gap semester. Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Center is the largest non-gaming hotel property in the U.S., and this is where Jim Henry has worked for more than 35 years. He began in valet, then worked check-in at the front desk, which led to being the supervisor, then worked as the front office manager, which was part of room division that dealt with things like housekeeping. Lastly, he began working in the exhibit hall when it was first built and is now the director of event operations for the department. Like many of his colleagues, Jim Henry had never imagined himself working in a hotel and certainly not as the exhibit hall director. His career path is evidence that networking and internal promotions can get you far in a company. This property is the ideal destination for events including conventions, trade shows, business meetings, and weddings because of the endless meeting space and amenities. 700,000 square feet of meeting space is made up of ballrooms for general sessions, meals, and receptions. The basement is an exhibit hall reserved for trade shows, and small rooms for exec meetings or breakout sessions. Jim is in charge of organizing setup for these spaces and coordinates several events in a single day. He stated on average the spaces can hold 20 to 30 small, 5 to 10 medium, or 1 to 5 large groups each day. Hosting this many groups each day is possible with 2,888 guest rooms available. Conventions are even more attractive to guests when the resort offers 20-plus restaurants and bars, a water park, golf course, shopping, a spa, and more. All of these aspects are still part of the convention attendees' experience, so it is vital that every department is doing their best to keep their guests happy. Because Jim can coordinate more than a dozen events in a day, proper execution requires tremendous organization and teamwork. The different departments and personnel keep each other updated through an online scheduling platform. Jim meets daily with his staff and more to discuss details of current and future events, as well as sharing feedback from guests that can be used to improve their experiences. The people he is in contact with the most are his employees who set up the rooms, the meeting planner who brings the events to Opryland, the event and space managers who block out spaces based on detailed itineraries, vendors, culinary, and the guests attending the event. The main takeaways are organization is key for events to run smoothly, communication needs to be clear and timely, teamwork leads to a common goal, and networking will bring you more opportunities. Thank you for listening, and a special thank you to Jim Henry for his time and allowing me to interview him.